You look like a hot Rosie O'Donnell in it.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I'm Greg, and I'm being joined. Fuck, what was the wizard's name in Blades of Glory? That's what you sound like.
Oh no, it's the evil wizard.
That's what that. Followed by like a kind of.
I just remembered I have to leave.
Yeah.
Then he tells the story about Gary the squirrel.
Oh dear. That's Flex, everybody.
They're at
That's
a bus
Flex.
stop in Tucson, and Gary said, "I got a third ball." Oh!
He just keeps going.
I'm sorry.
We could be halfway through the show at this point. He's still
cut
going.
it from the show.
Cut it
It's
out.
just my movie knowledge.
And so excited to be joining us. I'm sure she's thrilled.
Damn.
I'm going to make you sound so official.
Okay. I
but-
dare you.
But after that, it feels weird. The executive director of the Utah Brewers Guild.
Damn.
So fancy sounding. Also
That
part
hits.
of Beer Nerd Radio. And we formerly know her as Miss Tipsy Socks. And now the Beerfest Queen. It's Steph.
Just me, Steph. It makes it sound like I know things.
I know, it makes you smart and shit.
I know, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, I always try to undersell myself. Damn it.
That's all of us. We're such self-shitters.
I have a motto that
Some.
hangs above my front door that just says expect less.
Self-shitters would imply
Did you steal
we
that from
shit
Walmart?
ourselves. I just want to let you know that.
Oh. Well,
So
No,
I'm
next
not-
time I steal from
I am
Walmart,
not
it'll be
that.
beer, just so you know.
the Walmart's, what was it,
Walmart's
Brewers
beer.
package or whatever
The
they call it.
Brewers Select.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Anyways, hey, thanks for joining, everybody. At Crab Brew, at
Why?
Flex Free Beer, and maybe one of these days at Miss Tipsy Socks again.
Yeah, I'll
We'll
be
see.
back.
She'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Can't stop the socks.
Go follow Beer Nerd Radio in the meantime.
Sure. do
Yeah,
that.
how about that?
Sure.
And shout out to our top listening city of last week, Playa Vista, California.
Oh, my.
That's down on my hood-ish.
Sounds like a Vista pool.
Okay. You mean beach? Vista
Beach.
Beach? Yeah. Playa.
Piscina. Piscina is pool. Damn it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's fine. It's down near LAX. So,
Lax.
Lack, what up down there? So much to get to today.
What is happening in
I
Flexville?
had to get a win right there.
Chuckles the clown over there.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
Piscina.
Stay tuned for your Spanish lesson by Senior Flex coming up later. All right, before we get into anything, let's ask some important questions.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
So here's a terrible story.
Oh, another one?
That's all I have.
We know.
So I didn't want to do this, but I like doing it, and Greg loves that
This
I
is
do
my
it.
favorite.
I take my kids beer shopping with me to the local liquor marché, and they like picking out fun beers with fun can art and fun names. And there's this beer that I've been putting off for weeks now. Some would say months.
Wait, how long has it been in your possession?
A day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I finally
Feel like
Bit the
gave
bullet.
in.
Yeah, I finally bit the bullet today, gave in. And my youngest daughter, she's 8, she saw this beer.
She's
and
32.
I hate that she can read now.
damn kids are too smart.
Flex tried so hard to keep that from happening.
Yeah.
She saw this can, and it was called Teddy Bear Kisses. And it has this really kind of adorable teddy bear, and he's got some rips, and he's sewn up a little bit.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you can really see it.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's pretty adorable.
why is the writing so evil, though?
You know, because he's like maybe he's like an evil teddy bear. I don't know. See
Does he
no
only have
knives.
one eyeball?
He's got some claws. I've never seen a teddy bear with claws. This is a beer I don't normally get because I'm a haze boy. Greg knows this.
Yeah, you are.
This is a big bad bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with cacao and hazelnut extract.
Oh, diabetes.
So, I guess I don't know.
I just want someone to brew a real sugary beer and just name it Wilford Brimley.
That'd be awesome.
With tons of oats.
Greg, how old was he? 85, 88?
Yeah, we looked at it. I was like 80. I was going to say 7, so somewhere in there.
Yeah.
He lived here in Utah.
Did
He
he?
was a Utah boy.
Oh.
Damn. But we decided that I'm going to get diabetes because you live long.
It's called, you pronounced it incorrectly.
I'm sorry. Back to the beer. So I had looked up the wrong beer earlier. This is from Upland Brewing, Upland Brewing Company, not to be confused with Downland Brewing Company. And they're out of Bloomington, Indiana. So some Midwest shit. Zach should be psyched about this.
Hey, Zach.
12% ABV. I definitely looked up the wrong beer. It's 12%. 5,000 check-ins, 406 on the overall. Yeah. So I looked up the wrong beer. I told you 385. I looked up the wrong beer. Untapped reads. You're the
I'm
worst.
so proud of you right now.
We made our Teddy Bear Kisses Imperial Stout even more cuddly on the palate by aging it on bourbon barrels for 6 months, imparting hints of oak and bourbon. The aroma is a burst of dark chocolate with tinges of roasted malt and rich molasses, as well as oak, vanilla, and English toffee. Slightly sweet with bold chocolate and dark caramel flavors, which are complemented by subtle hints of fruit that evolve from additions of caramel malts and molasses.
Molasses.
Right. It's just how you should say molasses. So on the nose here, very sweet, very sugary, like a chocolate shake. That's what I smell. Chocolate shake. It does not look like a chocolate shake. It's pretty black. The old tongue jobber here.
Didn't warm it up as much as he did last week.
No, it's good.
It's nice when you swish it. That's always that's good.
I didn't swish it.
You did.
I don't like swishing stouts.
For sure swished it.
I didn't swish it.
Swished it.
I didn't. Do you want me to swish it?
It'll be exactly like you just did. So go ahead.
But I didn't swish it. So, I don't know. It's like
Mom, Steph's picking on me again.
well, but I didn't swish it, so I don't know why she's saying I swished it because I didn't swish it. So she's just wrong. It's stupid. It is. She sounds stupid because she's saying I did something that I didn't, and it's stupid.
I'm sorry. I apologize for noticing that you swished it.
I'm not even going to swish it now because I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of swishing because I didn't do it.
You can stop yourself.
It was a big sip. That's what it was. It was a big sip. And I expelled the air from the big sip. All right. So maybe that looked like I swished it, but I just expelled the air from the big sip because my cheeks got big.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, that looks like a swish.
Anyway,
how's that beer?
It's good. It's a good beer, I guess. It's like sweet, it's chocolatey. If there's any kind of like fruit notes, it's like figs or some shit, I would think. Like sweeter fruit. Maybe a little hints of caramel on the back end. I don't get a lot of oak.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, let me just one more time. Just
one more
just a regular sip. As I sapped before. Sip and sap. That's one.
You sapped?
I said that to be funny. Shut up.
Did you see it? Did you see? He swished it.
Total swish.
There was no. How do you guys drink?
Not like that.
That's how I did it.
All this is being cut out.
You know what? This is my 2-week notice.
She wouldn't even be here in 2 weeks.
I'm done. Neither will I. This is bullshit.
I'm sorry. I try not to be hated everywhere I go. I just keep failing.
It's a fine beer for people who like big stouts. It's good. It's not boozy at all. I guess that's a big shock for a 12%.
That is shocking.
Shocked.
Shocking.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good
Nice.
stuff. So
Right.
I never even heard of Upland.
Well, good job, Flex's kids.
Yeah, thanks, daughter.
Daughter number 2.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, let's talk about some drinking. Yeah. I feel like whenever Steph's on is when I talk most about like my classy wine drunk. I don't know
That's
why.
not true.
I mean, I talk about it here and there, but like Steph's on.
It's a weekly occurrence.
Oh, see, it's not just me. Why am I getting blamed for things like I'm Flex or something?
I'm just trying to not make you feel special.
Ouch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you stub your toe?
That was my thumb. That was real, but that was mean.
Yeah. But you probably swooshed it.
We had our wine pickup party that I told you was going to happen, where it's in Malibu overlooking the water.
Yes, you sent me pictures.
Yeah, wine pickup party with tacos and beach view. It's fantastic. Got pretty hydrated.
Gnarly.
Ate some great tacos. Good time.
I was just going to ask, super solid taco guy?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it before. They have a great taco person.
Right. And
we contacted the taco person because they're so good.
Okay.
We cannot afford their taco person. We're keeping our taco person. Steph, do you have a taco person?
Like personally?
Yeah.
Just for myself?
Well, like whenever we have a party that needs tacos, we have a taco guy that we call. And
so
they come over and they make fresh tacos.
This has to be a California thing.
Those are called immigrants. I appreciate you treating them this way.
We pay them handsomely.
No, we have lots of like taco trucks and taco stands, but we've never.
Flex thinks it's weird that I have a taco guy in my phone book.
It is weird because it's very strange.
Every person he knows has a taco guy.
How many people do you know?
Like 6.
Okay, well,
I don't have a lot of friends.
Well,
it's a lot of taco
right now,
guys.
Flex and I don't have a taco guy, so
no.
Do you want his number? He's really good. Very affordable.
1/3 of your friends don't have a taco guy.
Oh,
you're missing out.
Good
no,
math.
I have friends who make great tacos because I live close to the southern. I mean, you're in California. You have great Mexican food, but
yes, the best.
I don't have a taco guy.
Oh, all right. We'll have a taco, and our wine owners, people have a taco person, and
I would expect wine owners to have a taco person.
Yeah, I mean they live in Malibu.
I would expect them to have like
live in taco people.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would expect them to have like taco people, not like taco person.
Yeah, I mean there was like 3 people there. I mean, it's there. You call the guy, and he comes with his crew.
Oh, and he has a crew.
So he
got it.
like a caterer. Like he comes and works in the kitchen.
I mean it's not, no. Like he brings everything. He brings
like
his little taco situation where he cooks the meat.
So they have like a pop-up tent. So
I hope that's what he calls
he's got his
it.
pop-up tent. And
Okay.
This
And
is
someone
my
has this at their
taco
house?
situation.
yeah.
This happens at someone's home.
So
Yeah.
this happens. So we'll have birthday parties and we'll hit up the taco guy and he comes
Greg,
over and
I'm just. How much do you make a year? Like,
at least $7.
I mean,
So-
you're living high on the hog over there. You got,
it's
you got like
California
5
stuff.
wine memberships.
There
And
is
some of them are transcontinental.
there is a taco guy around here
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you don't
that I know of.
employ
Do you
him.
know his phone number?
I don't, but my sister-in-law's
Opportunity
husband does
But
Okay.
you're
because one of his high school best friends is friends with him, or he's his taco guy.
So
or
by
something.
proxy, you have a taco guy.
So if I really wanted to, I could get a taco
But like,
guy.
what's his minimum order? Like 2? Because Greg's taco guy is probably like 50.
No, this guy's by like the day. Like you pay for the day,
You pay him hourly.
and he does everything.
my taco guy, you tell him how many people are going to be there. Everything.
Everything. Does he swish his beer around before he swallows it?
Yeah, we're done here.
Duh.
Move on from the taco guy segment.
No, my
now.
taco guy, you tell him about how many people will be there and he charges you accordingly. And then there's always leftovers, which are the best because then the next day you just throw all that leftover taco meat into some eggs. So
Ooh,
good when
yeah.
you're hungover.
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
Agreed.
I'm unaware of the leftover situation here.
Oh, it's such a
Wait.
good situation.
You don't leave
No, I'm
leftovers,
talking
or you
about
don't like them.
with the third party taco guy. Pay attention to the conversation.
No, I think Greg means when you take your food with you.
No, he's talking about the
with
leftovers
the taco
from
guy.
the taco guy.
There's always taco guy leftovers.
So because when you hire him to be your taco guy.
There's always leftover, and he always here you go, here's your leftover. Like he'll ask, like, hey, can you give me some Tupperware so I can load it up, and you get all the leftovers. Next day when you're hungover as shit, you just dump them in a pan with some eggs and cheese. Boom.
That sounds amazing,
breakfast
actually.
ever.
That sounds fantastic.
Well, why would it not sound fantastic?
Exactly. Anyways, where were we?
Why are my feelings so hurt all of a sudden?
Because you don't have a taco guy. You should. You need a taco guy. I'll send you his number.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, so wine and taco, it happened and it was great. And now I feel attacked for having a taco guy.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You should feel very, very lucky.
You should feel
people in the world
privileged.
have their own taco guy.
Not around
Some
here.
of us are starving.
Everybody does.
There are starving children in Utah, and you have your own taco guy.
I mean, he doesn't live here.
I feel like if there was any state, I would think
Ooh, I
there
need
would
to
be
live in Taco
non-starving
Guy.
kids. It would be Utah.
Not starving kids?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, Mormons.
Yeah, but they have too many.
Yeah, but they got
A lot of
a
mouths
lot
to
of
feed.
food.
That's a weird stereotype, but okay.
I don't know.
Too many wives to feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I could go for a sister wife.
So tacos. Anywho,
Speaking of sister wives,
I don't know how to steer out of this storm. You know what? Yes, I do. Let's find out what Steph is drinking over there with a call to the pen.
Have fun editing this show.
I won't.
we are terrible people. I am drinking a Kolsch, which is one of my favorite styles of beer.
Oh, same.
I'm a crispy girl. Are you a crispy boy? I'm a crispy boy girl.
I love a good Kolsch, and it has to be done well.
Same.
And I'll take it over your standard lager or any of the other stuff.
Yeah, I love a good Kolsch. But sometimes I've had a Kolsch that wasn't really a Kolsch, and I got yelled at for calling it a Kolsch. Anywho,
It's a Kolsch style ale.
because it's like champagne. You can't call it champagne if it's not from the region.
Whatever. As long as you use the Kolsch yeast.
Okay, anywho, so this one's from Bohemian Brewery here in Salt Lake City.
It's not really a Kolsch.
This one is. This one
okay.
does not have coffee in it, so I'm not going to get yelled at for
Hey,
it.
I love having coffee in my Kolsch.
I do too, but apparently it offends some people when I say,
Well,
"Oh, I love
fuck
that
them.
coffee Kolsch." They're like, "That's not a Kolsch."
I did a whole coffee Kolsch collab.
You did?
I thought
with
that's
a
why you
brewery
said
out here.
that.
I thought you were talking shit.
Yeah. I thought you
No,
were talking shit
there's
too.
a brewery here that
Oh
like
wait,
once
no,
a year
you were
makes a
talking
good
to
coffee
Greg
Kolsch.
and not me, so you weren't talking shit. That makes sense. Swish your Kolsch, you bitch.
Oh, that's right. Let me. It doesn't matter what it smells like, but let me swish it around my mouth and tell you how it tastes. That's how it's done, right, Flex?
I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't you though?
We're just going to get up
No.
at some point.
I wouldn't.
Anywhoosies,
How's that beer?
it's delicious. It's crispy. It's delicious. I have lost track of what I was saying. I don't have an Untapped, so I can't give you all the stats
It's fair.
of my beer because
First of all, when you swoosh, it's like you go like cheek to cheek, right? So you're like,
It's not mouthwash.
that is proper. No, but that's what you swoosh.
that was like a
And that is how
R-rated
you swoosh. You go like cheek to cheek. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Right?
Please pull
I
this
did
video,
not do that
please.
with my beer. Did not do it with my beer. Thank you very much.
Some people
Did
inflate
not
their
swoosh.
entire
Some people
mouth
did not swoosh, and I'm
then
that person.
deflate
You're
their
right.
entire.
Yep.
That's what you did.
Yep.
Mom and Dad, they're fighting again.
Yup.
Get in the fucking closet, Greg.
Bye, guys. Then pull it together.
Okay. I do not have an Untapped. This is a crispy Kolsch. It's
As it
very
should be.
traditionally Kolsch. It is a traditional Kolsch. There is no coffee in it. There is
Sorry to hear
no
that.
fruit flavors. I do enjoy a coffee Kolsch, but this is not it. This is a Kolsch.
Once again, I feel attacked for the coffee Kolsch, but yeah.
There's a brewery here that makes the best coffee Kolsch, but I got attacked about it.
Whoa.
Words, dude.
My Kolsch was the best coffee Kolsch.
Did you yourself made a coffee Kolsch?
I collabed with a brewery who will go unnamed because now they've joined the dark side. But back when they weren't, we did a collab as a coffee Kolsch, and it was delicious. We collabed with a local coffee roaster, and so good.
Listen, there are two flavors that just go well together, so
worked
it
out
makes
really
sense.
well.
It's fine. Come into the now. I get it.
Whenever I try to do collabs, I try to make them different. Get the net.
I'm sorry. I give the worst beer reviews on your show because I'm just like, it's beer. It's good. I'm going to swoosh it around in my face.
It's because you're being attacked by some guy in Wisconsin.
It's called a cuvee.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you're so right.
I'm going to tell mom and dad.
I thought we were. Wait, are we? Wait,
No,
I'm so
you-
confused.
You're the kids that are fighting.
Oh. Who's
Clearly.
who's in charge?
I don't know. Not me
Nobody.
anymore. Inmates are running this up. All right,
It's a free for all.
yeah. We'll move on and see what order we can keep. Flexi,
Yeah.
do any beer research lately?
Not much. No, don't ask me about beer research, Greg.
Okay.
I'm not making it out much.
Okay. Steph?
Yo.
Hey, do you do any beer research lately or anything?
As far as like tasting research?
Yeah, just hit any new breweries or new drops or
No,
anything cool
I
happening?
think the last episode I was on, I told you guys I just tried a Pliny the Younger for the first time, but that's really about as researchy as I've gotten lately.
It's very
How about
exciting.
you? What about you, Greg? Have you done some beer research?
I already told you, man. I'm all about that wine life these days.
That's right, fancy pants.
Classy drunk.
No,
Yeah.
I've been drinking whiskey a little bit lately, so
I know part of the reason I've been drinking so much wine and seltzers, to be honest, is it's the figure.
Yeah.
The figure.
beer's very filling.
I've been doing similar with the seltzers.
Yeah. I don't. God, this is gonna sound so bad for a beer podcast. I don't do a ton of beer drinking at home anymore.
This is going to sound bad coming from a beer professional who gets paid to do like 3 different beer jobs. I don't drink much beer at home.
Yeah. Like we'll go out and do a little research here and there, but like the at home stuff doesn't happen very much outside of this show.
Yeah. What's wrong with us?
I
It's
don't
because I
know.
don't have friends actually come over. This is the only, when I drink beer at home, it's usually with friends. And
Yeah.
I've lost 13 pounds since January.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
wow, that probably didn't feel
That is
great.
impressive.
Real stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Good job.
Are you eating?
Right?
Yeah. I'm just, it's like seltzers Tuesday through Sunday and then beer on the podcast.
Oh my God, you guys, what's wrong with all of us? This just became the worst podcast ever.
Yeah.
I don't think
Next up is our AARP cards.
Also, this beer show is about how none of us drink beer.
Right. Brought to you by Truly.
I'm looking at beer right now in my fridge. There's beer.
I'm drinking beer.
I was at a beer festival and I saw there was a Vizzy tent and they were selling things that said, I love beer. And I was like, but
You're not even.
all you're pouring is Vizzy.
Right.
It doesn't, okay.
How's that work?
They got antioxidants.
Must have been the Booze League or something.
I don't
Whatever
know.
they are now.
It was one of those big beer fests where everything's brought to you by
Oh, yeah.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Mike is hard.
Yeah.
Damn it.
We did one of those beer fests, like local ones, where it wasn't big, but
Right.
they got donations. And clearly one of the local distributors had just donated a bunch of kegs and nobody knew what they had. And there was like, oh, your random shit that no one cares about. Some Ballast Point, some of whatever. And they did have a keg of Pliny and they had no idea what they were
Are you
pouring.
serious?
Yeah, and they were giving full pours. And so I was like, hey, friends who know what we're drinking, anybody want some Pliny?
Oh
That's
my God,
wild.
that's insane.
Yeah, that was good times. The girl pouring was like, oh, you guys must really like this. I'm like, yeah, we don't see it on tap all the time.
I mean,
Just
it's
figured we'd
no
have a couple.
Walmart Brewers Select, but
What is? Come on. What is? People are dumb. So anyways, all right, little news before I tell you what I'm drinking over here.
Well, do you think people that go to beer fests, do you think they all know or like into beer? Or they're just like,
I feel
hey,
like it's a good split.
like
Yeah,
a
I think
drinking
there's a
shit
good
show.
I mean, I go because I want to try new shit.
Mhm.
And I also want to catch a good buzz.
Yeah.
But I think there's also a lot of people who are like, it's beer and it's all you can drink.
That's what I was thinking, right?
I think I really do think there's a good split. Actually, one of my girlfriends that's a head brewer, I was at the festival. I can't talk. A festival this weekend, and it was a long festival. And I was like, how'd it go after I left? And she's like, well, nobody puked, so that's a good thing. And I was like, do people do that at Beerfest? And she's like, yeah, where are you? And I'm like, not puking.
I wouldn't think that would be happening there.
No, I mean, we have you get served plenty at a beer festival, but I was at Great Taste of the Midwest. And like, I don't know, 5 minutes into it, some guy's puking on the side of the sidewalk. And
what are you, fucking pregame? Jesus Christ.
What are we doing?
Because in Wisconsin, they pregame everything.
Right, they pregame the pregame.
It is a thing that happens here.
Yeah. I've poured at Beerfest, and I'll agree, it's pretty split. The funny thing was, I wasn't actually working for the brewery. I was just helping out. And you get the guys who were like, IPA dorks, and they come up, they're like, oh, yeah, what hops are you using in this? Like, I didn't fucking make the beer, dude. I don't know. The green ones.
I'm that guy though. Like I'm very interested in
I get it. I am
that
too.
aspect.
If I know, I will absolutely tell you. But I didn't know.
You were just pouring. A lot of beer festivals, because they're big, you're getting beer poured to you by someone who's like a volunteer.
Well, I'd been asked by the actual brewery. I should have known a little bit more. They should have given me more information.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know, but I know it's it's West Coast style with notes of whatever. Like, yeah. And the funny thing is, you get the people who are like, yeah, this isn't very good. I'm like, all right, once again, did not make it, so don't feel obligated to drink it. I'm not going to cry if you dump it. Yeah, it's just really not a good IPA. Like, yeah, okay. I heard you the first 3 times, homie.
Thanks. Yeah. You know what'd be cool is a beer fest where the brewers pour the beer for you. That'd be cool. Yeah. Oh, wait, I have one of those.
Oh, tell us about it.
My beer fest in Utah that's coming up. Our brewers pour their beer that they make. It's amazing. It's like an educational event and a party.
All
at once.
Oh my
and
gosh.
no pukers.
We'll see.
Don't jinx it.
No promises.
Yeah. I mean,
Flex,
there's
we should
plenty
go.
of beer to be. I would love for you guys
I'm going
to
get on a trip to Utah right now.
What is it? It's in May, right?
Yeah, it's May 10th.
Flex, you busy?
I said I'd spot you guys tickets if you got here.
I'm probably busy.
It's Mother's Day weekend. Bring your wife.
Definitely.
Every mom wants a beer festival.
Yeah, especially Flex's wife. She loves beer.
Oh, yes. The biggest fan of...
She's waiting for that Walmart pack to drop right now.
Fan of the beverages.
Ciders and some cocktails and some sake beers. And I don't know. One year somebody made snow cone beers and they were freaking delicious.
Like everything she still doesn't like because it has alcohol inside of the liquid.
I bet they have NA beers.
We don't have too many. And this year I was hoping we'd have a couple, but I don't think we have any.
Honestly, I thought everything in Utah was NA.
No.
What
am I doing here? My time with you makes me feel like everything's NA. It's real sober and painful.
All right, keep drinking.
Just kidding. I love you, Flex. I'm kidding.
All right, if anybody wants to sponsor my plane ticket out to Utah, I'd like to go to this festival. GoFundMe.com/Greg's a Drunk.
I would actually seriously, genuinely, I've had a couple of our little like influencer community friends come out to our festival before, and they said they had a great time.
All right.
In California, actually.
Wife.
Do it. Come on out.
We have to go to Florida at the end of May.
Ew.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. St. Pete.
That shouldn't be bad, actually.
Yeah, that's all right.
I was like, at least let's go to Miami so we hang out with Vanessa or something. I was like, no, we're going to St. Pete, which is like 4 hours away. So
it's a nice area.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
This is the first and hopefully last time I'm going.
What are you going for?
Some family members' high school graduation.
Oh,
it's not even a real thing.
You should just
You're
come to Utah.
flying out for a high school graduation?
Not by choice.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to put that out there. That's crazy.
Is this like a immediate family member of your wife somehow?
Of the wife, yes.
Okay.
It is a nephew.
That's a long trip for a high school graduation.
I can't underscore enough how correct you are.
Like a whole week out of it.
Extended weekend.
That's
again,
like what is that? A 5-hour flight? 6-hour flight?
It's like 5. It's 5 there. It's like 5 there and 5.5 on the way back.
I was gonna say it's shorter on the way there, right?
Yeah.
From west to east is always faster.
Yeah, exactly. So the good news is I've already gotten some beer recs from
Vanessa
and husband. They're like, oh, we got all the breweries for you. I was like, all right, good, because I'm gonna need them.
I love those too. I have to say, I'm
They're a
pretty
good time.
sad that everybody's hanging out in Florida right now, except us.
They always try to get me to go out there for Ivory Fest. I'm like,
It's fun. Although I'm like, why is everyone drinking stouts in freaking Florida?
Oh my God, that's like the fucking Firestone Festival. First weekend of June in Paso Robles. It's always 113 degrees out. Like, hey, who wants a barrel-aged quad?
Right?
Nobody, fuckers. Nobody wants this.
Yeah, one of our breweries got invited to that one this year, and they're all pumped. But I'm the same. I'm like, why are we? Just give me a Pilsner.
Yeah. Who's a brother got to blow for a pail? The worst.
No.
Yeah. I've only been to one Firestone. And look, it was good in the sense that it was big, lots of breweries, they're invite
cool.
only. But I don't need stouts when it's 110 out.
It's odd. Florida loves their stouts.
I don't need them when they're 20 degrees out.
Same. But
Exactly.
I like to taste them, but I don't want 16 ounces of stout.
Except for teddy bear kisses from Land Brew.
In case Flex's daughter is listening, it's the best beer he's ever had.
Aw,
You know,
that's really cute.
I would have went into the description, but it's good.
I think you did go in the description.
No, I said it was good. It was
I
good.
think we got derailed by the swishing.
We may have. If anybody's listening going, what swishing? It's because I cut most of it out.
The drinking is what she meant.
We're going to have a separate, we're going to go live at some point and see, we're going to take a poll to see if Flex is swishing.
Just drink.
I'm going to pull the video for everyone.
No swoosh.
We will do a poll. I'll pull the video, see what people say. All right, a little news before we get up on here. California Distillery is taking on New York over their shipping restrictions. A Los Angeles craft spirits producer is taking on the entire state in a federal lawsuit filed last week challenging direct-to-consumer shipping laws prohibiting distillers in California from sending spirits to customers in New York. The complaint filed by the Obscure Distillery in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York comes less than a year after New York distillers and cideries celebrated a bill making New York the 9th state to allow direct-to-consumer shipments within its borders.
I remember that.
Thank you. But the new law has some caveats, including that out-of-state distilleries can only ship to New York consumers if their home state offers reciprocal privileges. Sounds dirty. To the plaintiff's dismay, California does not. By allowing in-state distilleries privileges that out-of-state distilleries don't have, the complaint argues New York has created an unfair trade barrier, violating the Constitution's Commerce Clause, which prevents states from granting privileges to in-state businesses over out-of-state ones.
I mean, it's just courtesy at that point.
I agree.
Yeah.
Get what you give.
Just, can we get rid of these prohibition-era laws and start shipping where the fuck we want?
God, that would be so nice.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Just doesn't make sense.
No, it's
It
dumb.
doesn't. There's all kinds of weird distribution laws all over the country
I
that I
know.
don't understand.
Maybe I want some beer from Utah or some beer from...
Nobody wants that.
First of all, Steph has given me some beer from
Kidding.
Utah, and it was delicious.
I've had beer from Utah. And
I
it was
know.
good.
We've talked about it from your airline friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We have great
Tom
beer
Nardo
here.
DiCaprio, as I referred to him.
There you go. Just shut
Major
your
Tom.
face, whole Flex.
I'm joking. God damn it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Have you guys heard about all the, here's some beer news.
Oh,
Florida and Texas are both trying really hard to get their laws changed because they cannot self-distribute. So they are both campaigning
Georgia.
hard to be able to self-distribute, which is crazy to me as I watch like a local brewery owner put a bunch of kegs in the back of his pickup truck to like drive
right.
to the neighborhood pub. Like
Self-distribution, I know it's tough for breweries, but it's my favorite.
it's amazing.
It is
Utah
my
would not
absolute
survive
favorite.
without it. Like almost everybody here, that's how they get their beer out there. I mean, these are small businesses. They don't have money to hire the big distributors all the time. And so, especially if you're delivering to the pub that's 2 doors down, like why should I have to pay a distributor?
Right. I can just walk it down.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard. The best is if you own multiple locations and you have to get a distributor to distribute your beer to
your own location.
spot.
Yeah. I've seen that before.
Insanity.
So
Ew.
stupid.
So you think Utah's crazy? Go to Texas and Florida. And apparently Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah. A lot of fucked up post-prohibition shit. All right. Before I talk about this story, I'm about to run out of beer, so I should probably mention it now.
Greg loves his beer. Greg loves his beer.
I think this is the first one I've had from these guys. This is Bissell Brothers Brewing Company out of Portland, Maine. Here's to feeling good all the time is the name of the beer. 7.8%. It's a double IPA, 4.37 on Untapped. Over 21,000 ratings.
Wow.
It says, I've been known to have a few beers. Then again, I've been known to do a lot of things. That is the entire description.
That's how it should be.
I love it.
You said Bissell?
Bissell Brothers.
Like things that suck?
Yeah, like the vacuum.
That was a brave move on their part.
Right? I'm assuming it's their last name, but who knows? I wouldn't call this hazy. I'd call this unfiltered.
That's like a jissy.
Lacing is
Lacing is
The lacing's
sexy.
decent.
it's
Yeah.
there.
The schnoz,
It's like a boudoir photo.
a lot of lace all up in your face. On the schnoz, I get mostly dank, piney notes and that kind of thing. Very, very westy. The tongue does not follow far behind. It's real malty,
Ew.
which we all know how I feel about that.
You know how I feel about that.
It's got some great flavors, but the maltiness could serve to be dialed back a little bit.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a thing.
No, coats the tongue a little bit. I just wish it was a little cleaner. There is definitely some yeasties at the bottom of my glass. Yeah,
All right.
it's fine.
Doesn't suck.
437 feels generous.
437. Good God.
I know Bissell is a bit of a hype brewery. I don't know. Maybe it's because I got it from Tavor and, they don't treat their beers the best. I think they sit in someone's basement or something.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. So
Wish it was my basement.
we'll half blame it on that. No, you don't. You would hate if somebody shipped you beer.
That's accurate. Please don't send me
You'd
beer.
have to know your address.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. A couple more stories we got out here. Cape Cod. We talked about breweries merging last week. Cape Cod's Hog Island Beer Company is going to be acquiring Mayflower Brewing out there on the East Coast.
Damn it.
We're just headed for all these like beeropolies.
Right.
Hey, cool word, Steph.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Flex.
it's better than whatever Hen House and Fort Point came up with last week. What was it,
Chicken in a fort? I don't know.
Something like that, yeah. Cock Fort. Something. I forget.
It could just be like Fort Coop and just like done.
See, Fort Coop is good.
Look at you being mature when the
good.
rest of us aren't.
Talking about Texas booze laws, there's been some ups and downs in the spirits world. In Texas, a bill to sell spirit-based RTDs in grocery and C-stores passed through the Senate late last week, and we'll move on to the full Senate. If passed, spirit RTDs under 17% could be on shelves in time for Texas football season. Yeehaw! But on the other side of things, meanwhile, in Colorado,
Let's raise and rope the cattle.
a new liquor law has put a stop to spirit sales in future grocery and big box stores. The law came in response to the expansion of wine and beer sales in larger channels, which hurt independent liquor stores. Now the number of grocery stores able to sell liquor in the state will remain capped at 36. That's so weird. Only 36 grocery stores can sell liquor.
That's weird.
That's so weird.
Colorado is fairly progressive in a lot of things. Not their booze laws.
That's really because you know why? Because Colorado is beer country. They got the like they're one of the beer mafia states.
They have
That's
don't
true.
they have the most breweries? No, we've been through this.
California.
Yes, California.
But I think
But
Colorado's second.
Colorado has a lot.
Yeah.
Colorado's a ton.
Music in breweries. I don't know if Steph has to deal with this kind of legality stuff.
Is this New Jersey?
It's not.
Because I know they've had issues with it. So
Oh,
no, we're
tons of
fine over
issues.
here.
We love you, New Jersey.
Oh wait, unless it's the licensing.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Now you're on to it. The Brewers Association has submitted comments to the U.S. Copyright Office expressing members' deep dissatisfaction with the use of performing rights organizations, PROs, which license copyrighted music. The Copyright Office has issued a notice of inquiry for PROs. The BA noted that PRO pricing makes no economic sense for small businesses like brewpubs and taprooms that are required to obtain the licenses for only a few events versus year-round music venues. The trade group wrote, the high cost of the current system increasingly makes music a yes-no question for small and independent breweries, Many of our members report that they have stopped offering music to their guests due to the high cost of PRO fees and the threat of litigation and Copyright Act damages. I didn't know about this till a couple years ago, but like just to play music in a brewery, let alone have someone like a cover band playing songs that are copyrighted, you have to have like 3 different licenses for this.
It's insane, actually, and they'll call you 1,000 times. So.
Yeah, and they'll send you cease and desist letters and sue you,
and they'll try and send you like invoices and shit.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I've heard of ASCAP just sending invoices to breweries before.
Yeah, it feels very threatening when they call you over and over and over again.
What I don't understand is why does the brewery need the license and not the person singing it?
Well, it doesn't matter if it's the musician or because the brewery is the one making the money, I think.
But you're paying the musician.
Right, but customers are coming to the brewery.
Sure.
So
the whole thing's so weird. I mean, I understand that somebody's got to get paid for something, but this whole mafia shakedown
it's insane. And I know the Brewers Association has been kind of trying their best to fight it off for breweries all over the place. But
well, good. Hopefully something, I mean, maybe pay per event or something for the smaller people.
It's just nonsense, actually. Like they're not making enough money, but they actually will track your like Spotify usage. And if you're using a streaming service in your brewery, there's a way for them to track it. So
what?
Yeah, it's insane. It's awful.
I think I don't know if it's Spotify. I think one of the streaming services does offer like a professional level, right?
There is. I know like Sonos will do it. And I think there might be a Spotify one, but I'm here to tell you that the music selection sucks ass. It is the worst.
Just Careless Whisper on repeat.
Hey, you bite your tongue. Bite your tongue, Greg.
Never gonna dance again.
Please keep going. Yes,
no rhythm. It's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool.
Now we're gonna get sued.
Great, we're gonna get an invoice. Actually, Greg's getting an invoice. It's not me.
That song is amazing.
It's not. It's actually a terrible song.
You're actually dumb.
That was a great comeback.
I got a good story about that song. We were hanging out with Nick and Nicole and Wiley of the Booze League or whatever they call themselves now. And he has their, what's that? Something tunes where you can play the jukebox from your phone.
Oh,
I sound old. You know what I'm talking about. It's the something tunes. And basically if the brewery or the bar has it, you instead of having an old fashioned jukebox, you do it from your phone and you can like pay for credits on your phone and stuff.
You could wait, you can pay for that shit on your phone?
Yes.
I had no idea. Touch tunes. Yeah, that's what it is.
So anyways, we were just within range of this bar that he frequents a lot, so that from his house, he would on repeat request Careless Whisper. And he goes, watch, I'm doing it. And so we do it. And I was like, we need to find out for sure. So I called the bar and I just did the whole like, hey, how late are you open tonight? And she's like, oh, midnight. But as she answered, before she said, hi, this is such and such bar, you're it's so good.
There's a lot of bars now that have the little like jukebox that you can just like.
Yeah, and you don't have to be in the bar to set it off.
No, you can torture as many strangers as you want.
I did not know
that.
I wish I was at a bar where somebody was playing Careless Whisper on repeat.
I bet you do.
Never gonna give you up.
Hey, that's a good song too.
Isn't that the Rick that you just
Rick Astley?
Us? You Rickrolled us.
So the numbers are in the 2024 top 50 U.S. craft brewing companies ranked by beer volume produced or sold in the U.S.
Sam Adams.
Well, they're always on there. Top 10. I'm not going to go through all 50, but top 10 are number 10, Steph's favorite, Monster Brewery or Brewing. Excuse me.
I'm angry.
Yeah.
She don't like.
Wait, they count as one?
Angry. I guess they count as one, even though they're a conglomerate of breweries.
Right. So they own like, I don't even know how many. They own a crap ton of breweries.
Yeah, they own 10. I think they've closed 4 already.
So they count as one.
I guess so.
That's bullshit. That's like saying my pinky toe counts as all the toes.
Right.
It's you don't have enough socks for that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Number 9, Brooklyn Brewery. Number 8, this makes me mad, Athletic Brewing Company.
I hate that.
There needs to be alcohol in it.
And it's so expensive.
That I don't know.
Yeah, that's odd.
Have you ever been out in an establishment
Yeah,
you've looked at their menu, like say you're at a restaurant, and you look at the domestics, you look at the imports, and then you look at the NAs. Athletic Brewing NA is always just as expensive as a regular craft beer.
But do you know why?
I'm assuming I don't.
Because they're expensive to brew. I mean, I don't know if that's what they're saying is the excuse, but they're expensive to brew. So it depends on if you. Never mind.
Please.
Because if you're brewing it, there are only a very few breweries who brew so that it doesn't have alcohol in the beginning. The rest brew it and then remove the alcohol, and it's like a big, long, expensive process. So,
right. Do you know which Athletic is?
I think they remove the alcohol, don't they?
That was my guess. That's what I thought they did.
I think there are very few who brew it in the beginning. So Go Brewing in Chicago, I think they brew theirs originally without the alcohol. Their NA beer is actually really good.
I've never heard of them.
Mm-hmm. They're really, really good.
Because of the couple I've tried, it seems like the ones that brew it with alcohol and then remove it later taste more like beer than the never had alcohol
But
ones.
it's a pretty, from what I've heard, it's a pretty expensive process to like remove the alcohol.
Well, they essentially like vacuum it out. It's kind of cool to look into if you ever want to deep
Certainly
dive.
does suck.
Interesting.
That was for the Bissell brothers, actually.
It wasn't for Suck Cut.
Get a load of this guy, Cam.
It was for the sucker, actually. We always talk about, a little bit of Wayne's World while we're here.
Actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee.
Exactly. Where was it? Oh, Athletic. Number 7, Matt Brewing Company. Hey, Matt.
Good one.
Yeah. Number 6, Gambrinus.
Never heard of it. That's not a real word or a real name. Sounds like a disease. They have a disease.
Yeah. I hear there's a cream for that.
Doctor said I got Gambrinus. Shit, man.
Sorry to hear that.
How long do you have left to live?
Number 5, Duvel Morgat. Number 4, Tilray Brands.
Classic.
Which is
another conglomerate. Well, so is Duvel.
Bullshit.
Duvel is Firestone and something else. Number 3, finally, a real brewery, Sierra Nevada. Number 2,
I drink their beer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll drink a hazy little thing when I'm getting dinner or something. Number 2, Boston Beer Company.
Classic.
Which is so many different things besides Sam Adams. It's Dogfish Head.
They apparently
Truly,
have the number 1 light lager in the country now.
I didn't know that.
Sam Adams does?
Yeah. And it's just called like Sam Adams Light Lager or something.
creative.
Like
Soon to be a Walmart. And then the number 1 top craft brewery in the country, which also not craft anymore, Yingling.
Yeah, not a fan. I'm
Yingling's
not
okay.
a fan.
I mean, it's
Not
just
bad.
like a basic lager. It's
Just not a fan.
fine.
I'd take it over a PBR.
I wouldn't.
What about a PBR coffee?
I wouldn't. I've had Yingling and no, I just don't get it. I don't.
I've only had it once or 3 times because I was on the East Coast, and that's the only place you should find it.
I can't get Yingling here in Utah unless somebody brings it here. So,
Same.
but
I can't get it in Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I found it everywhere in New Orleans. So, like random places, you'd think that you could get it in Wisconsin.
We went to St. Louis last summer and they had it in plenty there, but you can't get it here in Wisconsin.
It's because you guys are part of the, why can't I think of the beer that you guys have?
I don't know.
That everybody loves with the cows. Come on. Help me
Spotted
out
cow?
here.
New Glarus?
New Glarus. Yeah. You're part of the New Glarus, like mafia. They're not going to allow you some Yingling in there.
What? But
Come on now.
Spotted cow's not even great.
Well, that's not the point. Flex. Swish that around in your mouth for a minute and think about it.
I don't swish.
Let's not bring that up again.
I'm done.
And that was the end of that. Man, I end a lot of shows. I'm sorry.
The last Crappy Republic episode ever.
I've been fired from Beer Nerd Radio like 10 times. But they haven't changed the code. I just like getting back in.
I believe that though. I do.
Are you like Milton? You just keep getting paychecks and
I do have a red stapler, actually.
I told them if they take my stapler, I'd burn the place down.
I think it's upstairs. I do have that. I have a swing line. It's red. It's fantastic.
of course you do.
It's great stapler.
Couldn't have it any other way. All right. Let's wrap things up. Make sure you go out to Steph's Beer Fest. May 10th?
May 10th in
May
Salt Lake
10th.
City. The Great
Salt Lake
Beer
City.
Mashup. It's going to be fantastic.
Somebody send me some money to fly me out
It's
there.
going to be smashing.
See what you did there.
Wait, it's going to be smashing.
Smashing. You're like you were almost the aliens from
I
Sesame
lost
Street.
it.
So much swishing will happen at that event. Follow us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at FlexMeBeer _ in between. And of course, one of these days, go check out Miss Tipsy Socks. But in the meantime, go to Beer Nerd Radio. Follow them.
Sure.
805-538-BEER, 2337. Mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. Steph, thanks for making fun of us for 2 weeks in a row.
You're welcome. Thanks for letting me hang out. I just love you guys.
Yeah, we loved it.
We love you.
Come back soon.
But not too... No, just kidding.
Try and stop me.
Oh, God. I hope everyone out there stayed very well hydrated.
And on that note,
Good night, everybody.